Before we begin this journey, allow yourself to get comfortable. Rest your body in whatever position feels the most supportive, whether you're lying down beneath warm blankets or reclining gently in a chair. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it out, soft and easy. Feel your shoulders release their weight. Notice how your chest rises with each breath and falls again, like the calm tide upon a quiet shore. With each exhale, imagine the worries of the day melting away, leaving only space for comfort, warmth, and peace. Now, imagine yourself being carried gently into another place, far across the seas, a land where the air is cool and fresh, where the mountains rise tall and ancient, and where the stories of the earth whisper in every leaf, stone, and stream. This is Aotearoa, New Zealand, known as the land of the long white cloud. Here, the old Māori legends are not merely told but felt. They drift in the breeze, echo in the rivers, and glow softly in the starlit skies. You find yourself standing at the edge of a quiet beach at twilight. The sky is brushed in shades of lavender and silver, and the ocean lies before you, endless and calm. The sand beneath your feet feels cool, its grains smooth as polished shells. Each small wave rolls onto the shore with a soothing hush, like the earth itself is breathing alongside you. Not far away, a circle of driftwood and smooth stones marks a gathering place. You move closer, the air filling with the gentle scent of sea salt and faint wood smoke. A fire burns there, not fierce or roaring, but low and steady, glowing like a lantern in the dusk. It warms the cool evening air and paints the surrounding sand with golden light. Around the fire, there is a quiet presence, though no crowd or bustle. Instead, it feels as though the ancestors themselves are near, sitting silently, ready to share their stories with you. You feel safe, as though welcomed into a circle of guardians who watch over you kindly. Their voices are soft in the wind, inviting you to sit, to rest, and to listen. The first story begins as the fire flickers and the night sky deepens above. It is the tale of Rangi and Papa Sky, Father and Earth Mother. You close your eyes, and with the warmth of the fire on your skin, you can almost see them. Papa, the earth, lies beneath you, wide and nurturing, her embrace steady and comforting. Rangi, the sky, rests above, cloaked in endless stars, protective and vast. They are the parents of all things, and their love holds the world together. In this story, their children longed for space, for light, and so the heavens and the earth were gently parted. From this opening came the stars that now twinkle quietly overhead. You look upward now, and the night sky has indeed grown rich and luminous. The Southern Cross glimmers in the distance, and countless other stars shimmer like tiny pearls scattered across black velvet. It is as though the story itself has unfolded right above you, bringing the legend to life. The fire continues to crackle softly, steady and soothing, its glow mingling with the silver of the moon. You feel yourself drawn deeper into the rhythm of this place, the breath of the ocean, the heartbeat of the earth, the embrace of the sky. Every sound and every sight is tender and calm. As you sit by the fire, you realize that you are not just listening to a story, you are part of it. The beach, the stars, the warmth of the earth beneath you, all of it surrounds you like a gentle lullaby, carrying you further into this world of ancient tales. You rest your hands in your lap, your breathing soft and easy, and prepare to hear more as the journey unfolds. The fire glows steadily at your side, a warm circle of light in the cool night air. You listen to the hush of the tide as it brushes the shore, the rhythm timeless and gentle. Above, the stars shimmer brighter now, as though leaning closer to listen to the stories with you. You take in another slow breath, feeling the salt-kissed air expand in your chest. As you exhale, your body grows looser, softer, like driftwood, resting on the tide. You are safe here, wrapped in the embrace of night, with the stories unfolding like soft blankets around you. The fire flickers, and another tale begins, this time of great voyages, of journeys across vast oceans. The Māori people came to Aotearoa long ago in magnificent canoes called waka. Each canoe carried families, treasures, seeds, and the songs of their ancestors. You imagine standing on a quiet shore centuries ago, looking out across endless blue water, waiting for the horizon to bring something new. Slowly, in your mind's eye, you see the great waka appearing. Their hulls are carved from tall, noble trees, polished smooth, their shapes strong and elegant. The paddles dip into the water in unison, creating ripples that catch the moonlight like silver threads. Each canoe is a living thing, its surface adorned with intricate carvings that speak of ancestry, of guardianship, of the deep bond between people and the ocean. You picture yourself stepping into one of these canoes. The wood is warm beneath your hands, shaped with care and love. As you settle in, the gentle rocking soothes you, like being cradled by the sea itself. The paddlers move together, their strokes calm and steady, never hurried. Each dip of the paddle is like a heartbeat, steady and strong, guiding you forward into mystery and wonder. The ocean stretches endlessly, but it does not feel daunting. Instead, it feels like a vast companion, its surface whispering softly as the canoe glides over it. The wind carries the scent of salt and distant blossoms, and overhead, the stars guide the travelers. One star in particular glows brighter, steady and faithful, pointing the way forward. As you listen to this legend, you imagine the feeling of being part of that journey, the waves lapping gently against the sides of the canoe, the hushed voices of your companions sharing songs, the reassuring knowledge that the ancestors are watching over you. The night is cool, but a cloak of woven flax keeps you warm, its fibers soft against your shoulders. Soon, the canoe drifts near the coast of Aotearoa. The land rises like a dream from the sea-misty mountains, rolling hills, and forests so lush they seem to breathe. Birdsong drifts faintly across the water, even in the twilight, as if the land itself is eager to welcome new friends. The scent of earth and green leaves mingles with the salty sea breeze, grounding you in a sense of belonging. You step from the canoe onto the shore, the sand cool and welcoming beneath your feet. Tall ferns arch above, their fronds curling like gentle hands, inviting you inward. The air feels alive, filled with the hum of life, yet calm, harmonious, and soothing. The fire before you flickers again, bringing you back to the present moment by the beach. You realize that, in listening to the story, you have traveled across oceans and through time. The legend has carried you gently, leaving you calm, grounded, and at peace. Just as the ocean carried the waka to the shores of New Zealand, you breathe in slowly, letting the scent of wood smoke and sea fill you. The sound of the tide continues its lullaby, steady as ever, and as you exhale, you feel yourself ready to journey deeper into the next story that awaits. The night deepens softly around you, yet the fire remains warm and steady, its glow painting the sand in shades of gold and amber. The stars above shimmer like countless lanterns strung across the heavens, each one a quiet witness to the story's unfolding. You breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the cool, crisp air of the ocean breeze, and exhale slowly, feeling your body sink into a deeper state of ease. Now, the story drifts from the sea to the land, the mountains of Aotearoa. These peaks are ancient, rising tall and proud, their slopes cloaked in mist and forest. The Māori say that the mountains are not merely stone and earth, but living beings, tupuna, ancestors, who watch and protect. You picture yourself walking through a valley at dawn. The air is cool, carrying the scent of damp moss and wild ferns. A thin veil of mist clings to the ground, curling around your ankles like soft white silk. Above, the mountains tower, their ridges sharp against the pale sky, their presence both powerful and gentle. As you walk, you feel them humming low, steady vibrations beneath your feet, like the pulse of the earth itself. The legend tells of the great mountains of the North Island, Tongariro, Taranaki, and Ruapehu. Once, they all lived close together near the heart of the land, but their hearts were stirred by love for the same beautiful mountain, Pihanga. Though there was once struggle among them, what remains now is peace. Tongariro stayed near Pihanga, while Taranaki journeyed far west, carving valleys and rivers as he moved. Today, he rests near the sea, his peak often wrapped in cloud, as if in quiet reflection. As you listen, you do not feel any tension in the story, only the calm of time passing, smoothing over old edges, leaving a landscape of harmony. You imagine yourself standing near Taranaki, the mountain slopes bathed in golden evening light. Its presence is immense, yet soothing, like a guardian standing silently, protecting the land. Birdsong drifts from the surrounding forest, the soft notes of tui and bellbirds weaving together into a delicate lullaby. You step closer, placing your hand gently on the trunk of a tall raimu tree. Its bark is rough, but reassuring, grounding you in the moment. You listen, and you can almost hear the song of the mountain itself, deep, resonant, and steady. It is not a song of words, but of feeling, a reminder that you are safe, supported, and part of something vast and eternal. As the sun lowers, the air grows cooler, and a blanket of mist gathers again around the mountain's base. The sight is tender and soft, as though the mountain is tucking itself in for the night. The sky shifts to hues of lilac and silver, the first stars peeking out, guiding you gently back to the fire by the beach. You find yourself once more on the sand, the ocean's hush filling the quiet spaces, the fire still glowing. The story of the mountains lingers in your heart, leaving you with a sense of rootedness, of belonging. Your breathing falls into the same slow rhythm as the waves, steady and peaceful. You lean back slightly, feeling your body supported, your mind calm, your spirit cradled by the land and sky. And as the flames flicker, you sense the next story, waiting patiently, ready to unfold when you are. The fire continues to burn low and steady, its glow a golden anchor in the gentle darkness. You listen to the hush of the ocean, the rhythmic rolling of the tide. Each sound arrives and then fades like a slow breath of the earth itself. Your body feels light now, your thoughts unhurried, drifting like soft feathers carried by the wind. The story turns inward, away from the mountains and toward the forests. In Aotearoa, the trees are vast and ancient, their trunks thick with moss, their roots spreading like woven ropes across the ground. The air inside the forest is cool and damp, filled with the scents of pine, fern, and flowering plants. Sunlight slips through the canopy in gentle beams, lighting up patches of earth like small golden stages. And in these forests live the birds, the guardians of the trees, the singers of dawn and dusk. Each bird carries its own story, its own song. You close your eyes and listen, and soon their melodies surround you. First comes the tui, with feathers black as ink, but shining with streaks of blue and green, like light reflected on water. At its throat, two small tufts of white feathers sway like little lanterns. The tui sings a song unlike any other, a mix of chimes, whistles, and flutters. Its voice is playful and clever, shifting from note to note like a trickling stream. As you listen, the sound seems to settle into your chest, a gentle vibration that makes you smile without effort. Then comes the koramako, the bellbird. Its song is pure and clear, like the ring of tiny silver bells. The notes drift through the forest air, delicate and lingering. Each sound feels like a droplet of light, falling softly, soothingly around you. You breathe deeply, letting the sweetness of its call wash through you. Above, the Kararoo, New Zealand's wood pigeon, beats its wings slowly. Its flight is strong but unhurried, its body plump, its feathers gleaming in soft shades of green and purple. The sound of its wings is deep and steady, a rhythm that feels like the slow drum of a heartbeat. It lands gracefully on a high branch, the weight of its presence grounding the space around you. In Māori stories, birds often carry messages between the seen and unseen worlds. They are guides, companions, and gentle guardians. You imagine them now as protectors of your rest, surrounding you with their songs. The tui's playful chatter, the bellbird's clear tones, the kararoo's steady wing beats. Together, they form a chorus of comfort, as though the forest itself is singing you to sleep. As you walk through the forest in your mind, the path soft beneath your feet, the air cool against your skin, you feel the presence of these guardians beside you. Their voices weave together, a lullaby older than memory. The trees sway softly, their leaves whispering along, completing the harmony. You pause by a stream that flows gently over smooth stones. The water sparkles in the dappled sunlight, its movement quiet and steady. You kneel, dipping your hand into its coolness. The touch is refreshing, but also calming, as if the stream carries away any trace of restlessness or worry. The birds sing overhead, their notes twining with the murmur of the water, creating a melody that wraps around you like a soft woven cloak. The scene begins to fade slowly, and you find yourself back again at the fire on the beach. The ocean hums its lullaby. The forest song still lingers faintly in your ears, as though the birds are not far away, watching over you. You draw in a slow breath, exhale gently, and rest in the warmth of this moment, ready for the next legend to unfold. The fire before you glimmers steadily, sparks drifting upward like tiny stars that pause in the air before fading into the night. The hush of the sea blends with the soft crackle of the flames, two rhythms working together, steady and calm. Your breathing follows their pace, slow, even, peaceful, Tonight's story drifts into the forest once more, but this time it is night within the trees. The air is cooler, carrying the sweet scent of damp earth and wild blossoms. The canopy above is thick, and only threads of moonlight filter through, turning the leaves silver. The forest is quiet, holding its breath, waiting for something magical to arrive, and then softly, at first tiny points of light appear. They hover among the ferns, drifting slowly, like little lanterns suspended in the air. The fireflies have awoken. You watch as their glow pulses gently, a rhythm of light that feels like a heartbeat in the dark. They move in graceful patterns, weaving among the trees, brushing the night with sparks of gold. Each glow is soft, never harsh, never sudden, just a calm, steady flicker that soothes your eyes and quiets your thoughts. You imagine yourself walking barefoot along a forest path, the soil soft beneath you. The fireflies gather on either side, lighting the way with their twinkling glow. They hover near the ferns, rest briefly on mossy logs, and drift upward into the branches before floating back down again. It is as though the forest has decided to decorate itself with stars, not in the sky, but here among the trees, just for you. In Māori tales, the glow of insects and small lights in the forest were often seen as messages from the unseen world, gentle reminders that the ancestors were close, watching and guiding. You feel that presence now, comforting and kind. It is not a message of urgency, but of peace, that you are never alone, that you are always cared for. You come to a small clearing where the fireflies gather more densely. They rise and fall in waves, their glow illuminating the circle of trees, making it feel like a secret sanctuary. You sit upon a smooth stone at the clearing's edge, and the lights surround you, drifting in slow spirals. Their glow reflects in your eyes, warm and golden, making you feel as though you too are glowing gently from within. A small stream trickles nearby, its surface catching the firefly's light. The water glimmers as though filled with starlight, flowing softly between mossy banks. You dip your fingertips into the stream, and ripples spread outward, scattering the reflections. The fireflies seem to respond, drifting closer, their glow mingling with the shimmer of the water. The air is hushed, but not empty. You hear the distant call of a moorpork owl, soft and rhythmic, its voice blending with the glow of the fireflies like another layer of the lullaby. Together, the sounds and lights create a cocoon of serenity, a space where time feels slow, tender, and kind. Eventually, the fireflies begin to drift away, their light growing faint, as if carried deeper into the forest, where the story continues beyond your sight. The clearing darkens again, leaving only the silver glow of the moon filtering through the branches. You rise gently, carrying the memory of their glow with you like a small lantern in your heart. When you open your eyes again, you are back on the beach. The fire is still glowing, the sea still whispering its rhythm, but now you feel as though a soft light lingers within you, calm, steady, and soothing. The fire before you glows low, steady, and patient, like an old friend sitting close. The sea hums its endless lullaby, each wave smoothing the edges of your thoughts. You breathe slowly, deeply, and feel yourself sinking further into this calm world of stories. Now, the tale turns toward the rivers of Aotearoa. The rivers are said to be the veins of the land, flowing, nurturing, and alive with memory. Each bend and curve holds whispers of journeys past, each ripple carrying songs of the earth. You picture yourself sitting in a small wooden canoe, resting on the surface of a wide, gentle river. The water is smooth, like polished glass, reflecting the green of the surrounding forest and the soft silver of the sky above. The air is warm but fresh, filled with the scent of damp leaves and wildflowers drifting from the riverbanks. The canoe rocks lightly as it begins to move, guided not by paddles, but by the current itself. The water carries you forward at just the right pace, never too fast, never too slow. The river seems to know exactly where you need to go. On the banks, tall flax plants sway gently, their long leaves whispering with the breeze. Fern fronds arch overhead, forming green canopies that dip low and brush the water's edge. You hear the songs of birds hidden in the trees, soft calls that echo lightly across the water, blending with the river's murmur. The Māori believe rivers are sacred, living beings that connect people with their ancestors. As you drift, you feel that truth. The river seems to hum softly beneath you, as if telling you that you too belong to its story. It welcomes you, carrying you as though you are part of its flow. Soon, the current leads you to a wide pool where the water slows and deepens. Here, the surface glitters with floating petals, pale pink and white, carried downstream from blossoms above. The petals gather around your canoe, drifting with you, circling gently as though dancing on the water. You reach out to touch one, and it rests against your finger for a moment. Before gliding away, you close your eyes for a while and let yourself drift. The sound of the water soothes your ears, steady and soft. The warmth of the air brushes your skin, and the rhythm of the river feels like a cradle, rocking you deeper into calmness. You feel light, safe, carried not only by water, but by the kindness of the land itself. As evening settles, the sky above shifts to hues of violet and silver. The river reflects the colors, so you seem to float between two skies, one above, one below, both endless and serene. Tiny stars begin to appear in the water's reflection, even before the first real stars pierce the heavens. The sight is so peaceful, it feels like the river is blending the earth and sky together, uniting them in a single dream. At last, the canoe drifts to the edge of the riverbank, where soft grass and moss wait to welcome you. You step ashore, the ground springy beneath your feet, and look back once more at the flowing water. It glimmers faintly in the twilight, like a ribbon of silver winding through the forest. You bow your head gently, as though thanking the river for carrying you safely on its soothing journey. And then, as always, you return to the fire on the beach. The ocean is still singing, the fire still glowing, yet inside, you carry the river's calm, flowing steady and unbroken, like a quiet stream within your heart. The fire burns softly, sending thin ribbons of smoke upward into the night. The sea, always near, continues its hush of waves, a steady rhythm that seems to echo your own breathing. You lean into the comfort of this moment, your body heavy with rest, your mind open and calm. The next story drifts in on the breeze itself. In Māori tradition, the wind is more than moving air. It is a voice, a guide, a messenger from the unseen. The winds carry whispers from the mountains to the sea, from the forests to the plains, connecting all that lives. You close your eyes and feel the air move gently against your skin. It is cool, but not cold, refreshing, light, like the touch of a soft hand brushing your face. The breeze lifts your hair, plays lightly with your clothing, and seems to weave around you as though wrapping you in a cloak. Legends say that the winds have names, each with its own personality. The north wind, warm and full of life, carries scents of blossoms and ripening fruit. The south wind, cool and crisp, whispers of snowy mountains and clear skies. The east wind brings the glow of dawn, its breath gentle, waking the land with kindness. And the west wind carries the song of the setting sun, its voice soft with farewell, guiding the world toward rest. As you listen, you hear these winds as a chorus, moving together in harmony. The north wind brushes you with warmth, filling your chest with calm energy. The south wind soothes your mind, clearing away any lingering heaviness. The east wind stirs your imagination, gentle as morning light. The west wind embraces you, urging you towards stillness, toward rest. You imagine yourself standing on a wide, grassy hill, surrounded by open space. The sky stretches endlessly above, painted with shifting clouds in silver and lavender. The grass sways in waves as the winds pass through, each blade bending like strings of a great unseen harp. The sound is soft, but musical, a sweeping lullaby created by the breath of the earth. Birds drift upon the currents, wings spread wide, needing no effort to fly. They glide smoothly, carried with ease, their movement calm and unhurried. You feel the same sensation as if you too are lifted, supported by the invisible hands of the wind. There is no rush, no strain, only gentle guidance, carrying you exactly where you are meant to be. A faint fragrance drifts on the breeze now, a mix of wildflowers, fresh grass, and the salty kiss of the ocean far below. Each breath you take feels purifying, refreshing, filling you with softness and serenity. The wind speaks not in words but in feeling, telling you that you are light, that you are free, that you are safe. As twilight deepens, the winds grow quieter. The grass still sways, but slower now, the movement like a slow rocking cradle. The sky darkens into velvety blue, and the first stars peek out, shimmering faintly above. The winds rest, and so do you. When you open your eyes again, the fire on the beach is before you once more. The ocean is calm, its voice steady, and the night sky glows with gentle starlight. But you carry with you the memory of the winds, their whispers of comfort, their promise of protection as you lean deeper into rest. The fire glows warmly, the wood settling into embers that pulse like a heartbeat in the sand. Above, the sky has deepened into velvet black, dotted with countless stars. Their quiet shimmer feels alive, as though each one is keeping watch over you. You breathe in slowly, letting the cool night air fill your lungs, and exhale gently, letting your body soften further into rest. Now comes the story of the stars, the cluster known as Matariki. In the Māori world, Matariki is the name for the Pleiades, a cluster that rises in midwinter to herald the Māori New Year. Its appearance in the dawn sky is a time of renewal, reflection, and gentle hope. You imagine yourself lying on soft grass by a calm lake, the surface so still it reflects the heavens like a perfect mirror. The air is cool but kind, carrying the faint scent of flax flowers and wood smoke drifting from distant homes. You gaze upward, and slowly, Matariki reveals itself, 7 bright stars twinkling close together, their light delicate, yet steady. Each star has a story, each one a guardian of its own domain. One is the caretaker of fresh water, guiding rivers and streams. Another watches over the seas, protecting those who travel by canoe. One cares for the food from the gardens, another for the forests and the birds. There is a star for rain, a star for wind, and one for remembering those who have passed on. As you gaze at Matariki, you feel each star reaching toward you in kindness. The star of water cools and soothes you like the touch of a calm stream across your hand. The star of the sea rocks you like gentle waves upon a quiet shore. The star of the garden surrounds you with scents of earth and growth, filling you with nourishment. The star of the forest calls faint bird song around you, a lullaby of leaves and wings. The star of rain sends down cool droplets that patter softly, refreshing but never harsh. The star of wind brushes your cheek, tender as a whisper, and the star of remembrance glows brightest of all, reminding you that you are held by love that stretches beyond time. The cluster twinkles gently like a choir of lights, and you realize they are not far away at all. They are within you, soft points of light in your chest, glowing steadily, guiding your heart toward peace. You close your eyes, and it feels as if the stars rest above you like a blanket, each shimmer a thread in the fabric of comfort. The lake beside you reflects the stars perfectly, doubling their glow. It is as though the world above and the world below are touching, joined in stillness. You feel yourself resting at the center of this union, safe and cherished. When you open your eyes once more, you are back at the fire on the beach. The stars of Matariki still sparkle overhead, their glow mingling with the flames. The ocean whispers steady and sure, carrying the story onward. You breathe in the night, full of softness, and let your body sink deeper into ease. The fire glows softly, its embers deep red, fading into gold at the edges. The night sky above stretches endlessly, stars scattered like delicate shells across dark velvet. The sea hums close by, steady and timeless, each wave arriving and then retreating, as if breathing with you. You take a slow breath in, then let it out, your body relaxing into the rhythm of the tide. This story is about the ocean itself, Moana Nui Akiwa, the great expanse of water surrounding the islands of Aotearoa. For the Māori, the sea is a living ancestor, a protector, and a pathway that connects people, places, and spirits. It carries voyagers across vast distances, cradles the islands gently, and offers its song as a lullaby for all who listen. You imagine yourself standing barefoot at the edge of the shore. The sand is cool and damp beneath your feet, soft as silk. The waves curl forward, foamy and white, and slip over your toes before gliding back, leaving patterns that glisten in the moonlight. The air is filled with the scent of salt, fresh and clean, tinged with the faint sweetness of seaweed drying on the rocks. You step into the water. It is cool at first, but soon it feels welcoming, wrapping around your ankles like a gentle embrace. The sound of the waves is soothing, not loud or wild, but calm and measured. Each crest and fall is like a soft heartbeat, rocking you gently, as if the entire ocean has become a cradle just for you. Far out on the horizon, the moonlight paints a silver path across the water. It stretches toward you like a road of light, endless and serene. You imagine drifting along that path, not in a hurry, but floating slowly, safely, held by the sea. The water rocks you side to side, a rhythm as old as the earth itself. In the distance, you hear the call of seabirds, soft and low, carried by the breeze. Their voices blend with the murmur of the waves, forming a chorus that feels ancient and familiar. Every sound is tender, every note guiding you deeper into peace. You remember that in Māori stories, the ocean is also the mother of many great beings. From her depths rise creatures large and small, guardians of the sea. You picture gentle dolphins leaping playfully, their sleek forms glistening under the starlight. You see a great whale moving slowly beneath the surface, its presence vast but kind, humming a song so deep it seems to vibrate through your very bones. The sound is not frightening, it is grounding, steady, like the deep notes of a lullaby. You float on your back now, gazing upward. The stars twinkle above, while the ocean holds you below, so that you are cradled between the heavens and the sea. The cool water supports you effortlessly. You do not need to move. You are held, safe and secure, as though the entire ocean has taken it upon itself to guard your rest. Time drifts slowly here. You are aware of the night, of the stars, of the endless expanse around you, but none of it feels heavy. It feels light, spacious, and calm. The ocean hums quietly, and the sound seeps into your chest, steadying your heart, softening your thoughts. When you return at last to the fire on the beach, your skin still tingles with the cool touch of the sea. The hush of the waves continues, close and kind. The firelight flickers, blending with the shimmer of moonlight on the water. You take another slow breath in, exhale deeply, and carry the ocean's lullaby within you as the next story waits to be told. The fire glows steadily beside you, its warmth wrapping you like a blanket against the cool night air. The waves of the sea roll in, soft and unhurried, each one a familiar heartbeat in the dark. Above, the stars glisten, quiet companions in the wide sky. You draw in a long, slow breath and exhale gently, feeling your body sink even deeper into rest. Tonight's story moves inland to the still waters of the Great Lakes of Aotearoa. The Māori tell of lakes that hold not only beauty, but gentle spirits, beings who watch and protect, whose presence is felt in the shimmer of moonlight on water or the soft mist rising at dawn. You imagine yourself walking along the edge of a vast lake at twilight. The surface stretches out before you, perfectly calm, like polished glass. It reflects the sky so clearly that it is hard to tell where the heavens end and the waters begin. The air is cool, carrying the faint fragrance of damp earth and sweet blossoms drifting from the surrounding hills. You sit on a smooth stone by the shore and listen. The lake is quiet yet alive. There is a soft hum in the stillness, like a whisper rising from the depths, low and soothing. It feels like a song meant only for you, carried on ripples that spread across the water. In Māori stories, many lakes are said to be home to taniwha spiritual guardians who dwell in deep waters. Some protect, some warn, some guide, but here, the taniwha are gentle, their presence felt not as fear, but as calm strength. You sense them now, moving beneath the surface, not seen but deeply felt. They rise and fall slowly, like shadows of the hills themselves, reflected in the lake. Their energy is steady, like a hand resting lightly on your shoulder in reassurance. The water before you begins to shimmer with moonlight. A faint mist curls upward, soft and white, drifting across the surface like a veil. Shapes appear in the mist, graceful, flowing forms that glow faintly, like lanterns hovering above the water. They are the lake spirits, moving in silence, their presence tender and kind. One glides closer, luminous and calm. It does not speak, yet you feel its message. Rest. You are safe here. You are part of this stillness. The words settle in your heart, warm and grounding. The mist thickens for a moment, wrapping the lake in softness. The air cools against your skin, refreshing, but never harsh. You watch the spirits move like dancers, weaving slowly in the fog, their forms fading and reappearing with each shift of the breeze. It feels like a ceremony, a quiet blessing given just for you. Eventually, the mist thins, and the lake reveals its glassy surface once more. The stars above reflect clearly in the water, so that you sit between two skies, one high above, one mirrored below. You feel as though you are suspended between worlds, both cradling you in gentle stillness. The spirits drift back into the depths, their light sinking softly until the lake is still again. But their presence lingers, like a comforting echo in your heart. You rise slowly from the stone, bow your head in gratitude, and step back from the water's edge. When you open your eyes once more, the fire on the beach is before you. The sea hums nearby, the stars glow overhead, and the warmth of the flames welcomes you home again. You carry the calm of the lake with you, its silence and its guardians resting quietly within you. As the night deepens, the fire burns low but steady, its glow casting soft halos of light upon the sand. The ocean nearby whispers with its waves, each one folding gently into the shore. The stars above shine clear and bright, their silver glow mixing with the golden warmth of the fire. You take in a slow breath and let it out, your chest rising and falling with ease. The next story carries you into the forest, once again into the realm of the tallest trees. In Aotearoa, the great kauri trees stand like ancient pillars, stretching high into the heavens. The Māori regard them as guardians, beings that bridge the earth and sky. You imagine yourself walking along a soft, earthen path deep within such a forest. The air is cool and fragrant, filled with the scent of damp soil, resin, and green leaves. Birdsong echoes faintly above, but mostly there is a hush, a stillness that makes you slow your steps, as though you have entered a sacred space. And then you see them, the kauri. Their trunks are massive, wide enough that it would take many people joining hands to encircle just one. Their bark is rough but glowing faintly in the filtered light, streaked with silver and grey. Above, their branches spread vast and high, weaving into a canopy that seems to touch the very clouds. You step closer, placing your hand gently against one trunk. The bark is cool, textured with ridges and grooves that feel like the wrinkles of time itself. You close your eyes and listen, and there is a hum inside, deep and resonant, like the slow beat of a great drum. It is the tree's voice, steady and eternal, reminding you of patience, strength, and calm. Legends tell that the kauri were children of Tan, the god of the forest, who separated earth and sky to bring light into the world. Each kauri is a living reminder of that act, stretching upward toward the heavens, holding space between Papa, the earth, and Rangi, the sky. Standing beneath them, you feel balanced between both, grounded by the soil, uplifted by the branches above. You walk further, and the forest grows thicker, Sunlight filters down in golden shafts, illuminating motes of dust and pollen that drift like tiny stars. The air is still, except for the occasional rustle of leaves high above, stirred by winds you cannot feel. It is as though the forest is holding you gently, quiet and safe within its vast embrace. You sit upon a mossy root, its surface soft and springy. The tree looms above, but it does not feel overwhelming. Instead, its presence is comforting, like sitting beneath a watchful guardian. The canopy shades you, yet the dappled light warms your skin in patches, soft and soothing. The kauri's branches sway slightly, and you hear the leaves murmur faintly. It is not a language of words, but of feeling. They whisper of time flowing slowly, of centuries passing like gentle streams, of endurance without struggle. You feel those whispers settling in you, reminding you that you too are rooted, steady, and strong, even as you rest. When you finally rise, you look upward once more. The trees stretch so high that their crowns seem to merge with the sky, their trunks steady as pillars of a temple. You breathe in their presence, deep and calming, and carry it with you as you leave the forest. And then, as always, you find yourself back by the fire. The waves still move in rhythm, the stars still shine overhead, and the fire's warmth still glows gently against your skin. But now, you carry with you the strength of the trees, their timeless calm, rooted deeply within you. The fire burns lower now, its embers glowing like tiny jewels nestled in the sand. The sea hums steadily, its waves folding into the shore with calm persistence. Above, the stars shimmer brighter, their glow clear and unwavering in the night sky. You breathe deeply, letting the stillness soak into you, your body softening further, your thoughts drifting lighter. Tonight's tale lifts your gaze upward toward the heavens. The Māori tell of the night sky as a great waka, a canoe sailing across the darkness. The stars are its crew, paddling silently, guiding the world below with their light. You imagine yourself lying on your back in a grassy field. The earth beneath you is cool and supportive, the grass soft and fragrant. Above, the sky stretches wide and endless, a dome of velvet black scattered with brilliant stars. They glisten in patterns, constellations forming stories that reach across time. One star, bright and steady, shines at the prow of the canoe. It leads the way, cutting through the darkness like a lantern. Behind it, a long line of stars stretches, each glowing softly, like paddlers moving in unison. Their strokes are invisible, yet you can almost feel the rhythm of their journey, steady and eternal. The waka sails silently, but its presence fills you with peace. It is as though the heavens themselves are guiding you, carrying you forward, even as you rest. You do not need to steer. You do not need to move. The stars themselves are navigating the path, watching over you with patience and care. As you gaze upward, you notice the Milky Way arching across the sky. Its countless stars shimmer like a great river of light, flowing endlessly. It seems to merge with the canoe, a celestial waterway on which the waka glides. The thought is soothing, a voyage without end, calm and eternal, watched over by the ancestors. In Māori tradition, these stars mark seasons, guide journeys, and connect the living with those who have gone before. Each point of light is both a guide and a reminder, a voice from the past, a beacon for the present, a promise for the future. As you gaze at them, you feel your heart expand, as though you too are part of this endless voyage across the sky. You close your eyes for a moment and imagine being in that waka yourself. The wooden hull cradles you gently. The night air is cool but kind, brushing your cheeks softly. The stars above are not distant, but near, their glow wrapping around you like a warm cloak. You feel no weight, no effort, only the gentle rocking of the canoe, moving forward through the great river of stars. When you open your eyes again, the fire is glowing softly by the beach. The ocean continues its lullaby, and the sky above still holds the shimmering waka. You breathe slowly, knowing that its voyage continues, steady and unbroken, even as you sink deeper into rest. The fire glows in gentle waves, sometimes flaring, sometimes softening, always steady. The ocean hums nearby, its rhythm unchanged, like a faithful friend whispering lullabies to the shore. The stars above are countless now, their shimmer crisp and clear against the dark velvet sky. You take in a slow, calming breath, and as you exhale, your body feels even heavier, supported, safe. The next story belongs to a constellation close to the heart of the southern skies, Tupunga, the anchor, known widely as the Southern Cross. For Māori voyagers, these stars were not just decoration in the sky, but guides, trusted companions that lit the way across the endless ocean. You picture yourself standing on a quiet cliff, overlooking the sea. The wind is cool, carrying the salty tang of the waves below. You lift your eyes upward, and there it is, the Southern Cross, 4 bright stars forming a shape both strong and familiar. They shine with a steady brilliance, like lanterns hanging from the heavens. The Māori saw this cross of stars as the anchor of Tāwaki's canoe, securing the celestial vessel in place as it journeyed across the sky. The 2 pointer stars nearby, bright, unwavering, were like watchful guardians, ensuring the anchor always held firm. You imagine the great canoe above, steady and secure, its path certain, its crew of stars ever patient. As you gaze, the Southern Cross feels close, almost leaning toward you with its calm light. Its shape is simple, yet its meaning profound. Guidance, stability, and safe passage. You feel those qualities settling into you now, as though the constellation itself is anchoring your spirit, steadying you in gentle stillness. The ocean below mirrors the stars, scattering their reflection across the dark water. It looks as though there are 2 skies, one above, one below, and you stand between them, balanced, peaceful. The anchor seems to hold you in place as well, keeping you steady even as the world shifts around you. A soft breeze brushes your face, carrying the faint cry of seabirds roosting on the cliffs. The sound blends with the hush of the waves, creating a lullaby both earthly and celestial. It reminds you that you are cradled by both the land and the sky, watched over by both the sea and the stars. You lie back upon the grass, letting the earth support you fully. The Southern Cross glows above, unmoving, unwavering. Its light filters softly into you, weaving threads of calm, grounding you, reassuring you that all is well. When at last you open your eyes, you are once more by the fire on the beach. The ocean breathes steadily beside you, the embers glow warmly, and above, the Southern Cross still shines. You carry its anchor in your heart, its promise of stability and guidance, resting with you as you sink deeper into tranquility. The fire before you has softened into a bed of glowing embers, pulsing slowly like the quiet heartbeat of the night. The sea continues its hush, a rhythm that blends seamlessly with your own breathing. Above, the stars shine faithfully, but now your eyes are drawn to the soft silver glow of the moon. It hangs low over the horizon, round and luminous, casting its reflection across the water like a shining pathway. In Māori tradition, the moon is called Marama. She is a gentle presence, a guide of time and tides, a light that touches the world softly when the sun has gone to rest. Marama carries stories of cycles of growth, of renewal, of gentle balance. Her glow is never harsh, but always tender, like a lamp left in the window to welcome you home. You imagine yourself walking along a quiet shore, the sand cool beneath your feet. The moonlight spreads across the waves, turning them silver so that the entire ocean looks as though it has been draped in silk. Each ripple glistens faintly, each crest shines like polished pearl. The night is calm, the air cool, and the glow of Marama is everywhere. As you walk, you notice your shadow stretching softly across the sand. It moves with you, elongated and dreamlike, keeping gentle pace. The waves roll in and out beside you, the foam catching the moonlight, glowing briefly before melting back into the sea. It feels as though the moon herself is walking with you, her light resting across your shoulders like a protective shawl. In some Māori traditions, Marama is a timekeeper. She tells the people when to plant, when to fish, when to rest. Each phase of her cycle brings a new rhythm, a gentle turning of the wheel. As you look up at her round face, you feel that rhythm too, a reminder that life moves in cycles, always returning, always renewing. There is comfort in knowing that every ending is only a beginning in disguise. You pause by a rock that sits half buried in the sand. Its surface glows faintly in the moonlight, warm and smooth beneath your hand. You sit upon it, listening to the sea's lullaby, watching Marama's path across the water. The reflection stretches toward you, like a shining road laid across the ocean, inviting but calm. You know it is not meant to be walked, but only to be seen, to remind you that even in darkness there is always light. The breeze grows softer still, carrying the faint fragrance of salt and flowering plants from the dunes behind you. Your eyelids grow heavy, lulled by the steady glow, the cool air, the hush of the tide. The moonlight seems to sink into you, filling your heart with quiet brightness, calming every corner of your being. When you open your eyes again, you are back at the fire on the beach. The embers glow, steady and warm, and the sea hums beside you. Above, Marama still shines, her glow tender and unwavering, as if watching over you until sleep comes fully. Her light rests not just on the waves, but within you, a gentle lantern guiding you deeper into rest. The fire has become a bed of soft embers now, glowing faintly in the sand like jewels hidden in the earth. The ocean continues its endless lullaby, waves rolling in, pausing, then rolling out again, steady and sure. The night sky above is full and bright stars gleaming, the moon watching tenderly, the Southern Cross still shining to the south. You breathe in deeply, letting the cool air fill you, and exhale slowly, releasing the very last of the day's weight. This final story belongs not to one star or tree or river, but to the land itself, Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud. The Māori named it so because of the cloud that lingers above the islands, soft and luminous, like a great cloak laid gently across the sky. It is a cloud that does not threaten, but comforts, reminding all who see it that they are home. You imagine yourself lying back on the beach, the sand soft beneath you, the fire's warmth close by. Above, the long white cloud drifts slowly, stretching across the sky. It glows faintly in the moonlight, its edges tinged silver, its body pale and endless. The sight fills you with peace, as though the sky itself is tucking a blanket around the world. The cloud moves at its own pace, never hurried, never still. It is patient, timeless, a reminder that all things flow gently forward. As you watch, its shape shifts and curls, sometimes thin and wispy, sometimes thick and glowing, always tender, always serene. You feel as though it is leaning down, wrapping the land, the sea, and you in a single embrace. In Māori tradition, clouds can be signs, guides, or companions. This one feels like a companion for rest, its presence calming the earth and sea alike. The waves soften under its glow, the wind grows hushed, even the stars seem to twinkle more gently, their light diffused by its veil. You close your eyes for a moment, and it feels as though the cloud has lowered itself to cradle you, its softness surrounding you on all sides. The warmth of the fire blends with the cool night air, balancing perfectly. The ocean's rhythm continues, steady and soothing. Your breath falls into that rhythm, slow and even, your body heavy, safe, completely supported. The voices of the stories linger, the song of the mountains, the glow of the fireflies, the lullaby of the ocean, the guidance of the stars. They weave together now, like threads of a cloak, wrapping around you in comfort. Each legend has left you with a gift, strength, peace, light, belonging. Together, they rest with you now, holding you as you drift deeper and deeper. The long white cloud drifts above, endless and calm. It is the final lullaby of the night, reminding you that you are part of this land, this sky, this story, that you are always carried, always guided, always safe. The fire fades softly, the waves hush, the stars shimmer faintly, and the long white cloud covers you like the gentlest blanket. You exhale one last slow breath and let yourself sink fully into the stillness, into the comfort, into sleep.